My name is Brian Stivale, and I'm privileged to play the role of the prophet Samuel in David.
How did you get involved in the film?
I was born a very strange, but not kidding. I auditioned for it, but I had a very unique experience because I'm a Goodwill ambassador to the state of Israel. My wife and I lead tours over there. She has a tour business, so we're there a lot. I was getting off of a plane from a 12-day trip to the Holy Land, where I had been in the city of David, where I had been in my element, speaking Hebrew and doing the thing that I do. And I got off the plane, I saw an audition notice for this from my agency, who actually is our young David, same agent as well. We both share agents, so there's a great deal of trust in that, thank goodness. And I saw the synopsis and the treatment description for this, and it's my heart. It's my heart for Israel. And my heart for entertainment as well. I loved The Prince of Egypt. I loved what kind of soul food came from that. And so getting involved with this project, the minute I saw the audition notice, I thought, dear Lord, please let me have a part in it. I don't care. I'll go and sweep the stables, whatever you want me to do. But to be able to approach Samuel, I think every bit of my life leading up to this point, and I can't say this about every character I play. There are bits of me in everything I do, but everything that currently is in my life, my wife and I planted the first King of Kings community in Los Angeles. That's our home church in Jerusalem, which will, hey guys, if you see this, we teach Hebrew roots, and we have a bridge congregation that teaches people that Jesus was not a Christian, Mary was not a Catholic, and John was not a Baptist. They were all Jews, so understanding that opens up a world of treasures in the New Testament. I was all pouring into all of this. We sing Hebrew all the time in prayers. We keep Shabbat, so I sing the blessings over my family and the bread and the wine every week, and so it's just in me. And then it came to doing the audition, and there was something about in the doing that it was not a normal audition. That it was something God wanted me to do, specifically for the kingdom. And I prayed, and my wife could tell you, I desperately desired to be in this. And I said, this is something I really want, and prayed about it, and we prayed about it. And weeks go by, and you do the actor thing, and you're off on other projects. And Lord knows I was doing other things that I was blessed by, but then I got the call. And I started crying. I wept tears of joy because I knew I was part of something special. Leading up to my first day in the studio, I was exuberant, but like on a level like that my aged actor who with the kind of level of experience and what I've done, I shouldn't be there. I should be calm and everything should kind of be, but I felt like a kid again. And I think I spent about 2 hours in prayer the morning of my first session. And I went in and I met Ned Lott, my casting director and vocal director, and it was great. We met and we immediately connected on the level of spirit. And I quietly said to him when he was adjusting something with us, "Are you a believer?" Because I thought I had to be like covert about it. And we had a long conversation and realized there are a lot of us on board for this picture that are on board for the same exact reason. We wanted to see this glorify God and tell a story that needed to be retold, and to open up that same wonderful storybook which is the Bible, the greatest book ever written, the greatest story ever told, and it's our story too because it's still being written by us. When we do that and you can tell it from this perspective and elevate it and pull a thread from the Prince of Egypt all the way across 22 years of nothingness. Great animation happened in between, lots of cool stuff, but with that spirit, with that heart, that soul food that gets fed, and telling such an epic biblical Old Testament story. And of course we know that without David, without the root of Jesse, there would be no Jesus, there would be no gospel, there would be no New Testament. So this story is ultimately important. Whose throne does he sit on? He sits on the throne of David. So telling the story of David, especially to a new generation who needs to be inspired with that message of the underdog, that if God's for you, who can be against you? Following the light, finding peace, understanding the importance of unity in your family, and not being afraid. Wow, what a message for the world, let alone for Israel right now. Do not be afraid. And there's strength in unity, there's strength in our corporate understanding, which also leads me to go see this in the movie theaters too, because there's a great corporate experience that happens when you see it that way. Watch it streaming on the platform by all means, but go and get out in the movie and get people to go to the theaters to see it. Right now we're in a battle to stay in the movie theaters as a corporate family. And something happens when you're all together. It's like being a church. There's a charged, unified corporate energy. So I hope people go to the movies together to see it.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.